Hey, what's going on everyone? Grimsy Finds here, back with another What's Sold on eBay video. I did make over $900 in one day. Close to 1K.
Money!
If you count fees and shipping and all that, it's definitely not 1K, but it's more than 900. So I'm like very excited and ecstatic, and I was, mind blown that I've actually achieved this, because I thought this was still a far away thing. My hard work is definitely paying off. In this video, I'm gonna go over what I sold in that day, and also what I've sold, the past couple weeks. It's been a while since I've done one of these. So without further ado, let's start. First one I'm going to show you here is this Metal Gear Solid Sons of Liberty. This I actually got at a garage sale for, I think, less than $1, because I made a huge bundle lot. So this factory sealed Metal Gear Solid went for 107. I was originally trying to get 134.99. I had it on sale and it actually sold on sale, so that was pretty cool. Sealed games, especially PS2, are a lot more common than you think, but a lot of them aren't worth that much. If they're a very good game, make sure you comp it before you put it on eBay or an auction, because they can be worth some money. Our next listing is Galarians for PlayStation 1. This one I did feature in a garage sale live pickup video. If you remember that one, I blindly bought it. So this ended up paying for the whole lot. Actually, I did send an offer on this one, so it sold for $55. So it didn't sell for the $64.99 you see on the screen, but it did sell for $55. So that was a pretty cool pickup. And if you remember, for the entire lot, I paid $50. So minus fees and everything, I'm a little under of the $50, but I have sold other stuff from this lot, so this was basically breaking even, and now I'm in the profit. I featured this item in another live garage sale video, so I was very hesitant to pick this up, but I'm so glad I did. So this Pioneer SX300T, this one was just a radio. There's no cassette player, there's no other thing like that. It's just a radio, and I did not test it. So this one went overseas. It's actually still on the way overseas. Hopefully, fingers crossed, there's no issues. But if there is an issue, like with the shipping, or if it gets damaged, eBay international shipping should have my back, hopefully. And but anyways, it ended up selling for $60. I thought that was very good, and it did go UPS, so the shipping wasn't that expensive. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this pickup, and I only paid $10 for the stereo, so definitely worth it in my book, especially if there's no problems. I'm really hoping there isn't.
Hello! I like money!
This pickup is kind of old. I think I got this either December of last year, early January of this year. And I made a pile. I think I got a Sega Saturn in this pickup video. I think too. It was featured in a live garage sale video, and I didn't want to sell it. I did not want to sell it, but I ended up selling it because, I wasn't showcasing it. It was just kind of like in a pile, not being, enjoyed or anything. And for items like this, especially this special one like this, I wanted someone to enjoy it. So I did take an offer of $50. I was asking $64.99. There was a bunch of watchers on this item, but no one really wanted to bite, so I decided to take the $50 and go with it. And it works. Beautiful video on there too, where you can test it. Honestly, you guys, if you have an eBay store, videos definitely help, especially to showcase stuff is working. And sometimes it can cover you, because like I recently had an issue where someone said it didn't work, and I'm like, well, in the video it did, and then they did not, and then they have yet to respond. So yeah, so videos are kind of like an insurance policy for me. So if I can have a video, I will have a video. Alright, if you guys remember, I had a die-cast pickup for Cars, Disney Pixar, and I didn't know what to value it, and I didn't want to do individual sales, so what I did was I did 2 lots of it. So this is one of the first ones. It only went for $18.50, but if you recall in that video, I only paid $20 for the whole lot of the cars. So this was just a part of it. The other one went for more. So this was cool though, $18.50, not bad. And I haven't really dabbled in auctions that often, because more than not, you will get less of what the retail value is. But if you have something like this, where you want to just sell the whole thing, it's probably better to do a auction than a buy it now. Because at this point, I did not know the value, and I didn't want to do the research, so I just decided to do an auction. Alright, this amp, and I'm glad I picked up this amp because it ended up being a good flip. So if you remember, I paid $20 for this amp, so basically I got $44. So I got another $20 back, and I actually bundled the PSPs with it as well. So the PSPs I have not sold yet, so that's even more profit on top of it. So this fender ended up being a good pickup, mainly because it came with this cable. Had it not come with this AC cable, it would have been a bad buy. But definitely, if you see an amp with a cable and you're able to test it, I would definitely pick it up, because a lot of times they are valuable. And I did not expect it to be $44.99. Alright, in another garage sale video, I actually picked up a bunch of cooking DVDs, and I have sold some, but none of the higher value ones. This is the first one to sell. So if you can see, the $54.99 is crossed off because I did take an offer. I took an offer of $40. I thought that was very fair. All of them are factory sealed, and they do come in a bundle. So I decided to go ahead and take the offer for $40. I thought that was fair. It's been on the site for about 2 months now, so there wasn't much bite, so I decided to go for it. Sometimes more than not, if it's been sitting for a couple of months and someone shoots you a good offer, you gotta take it, right? So that's why I decided to take it. Alright, so now we get into the Lord of the Rings swords. This is one of the ones that sold early on. This is one of the first ones I posted. It sold almost immediately after I listed it. And I did get a bunch of messages, you know, hey, would you do $90? Hey, would you do $80? And typically when you've listed something and it's just the first day or the first couple hours and people are already messaging you, more than likely you're gonna sell it for your asking price. So I would, if you're getting a bunch of attention on it, I definitely recommend you hold off on taking any offers, at least for a day or two, just to see if people will pay the full price. So I decided to do that with this one, and it did sell almost immediately after all those messages. So I did it at $124.99 for this, and I did pack it, and I did learn a lot. I've had to pack swords, so yeah, this was definitely a learning experience to pack it, and it was definitely a lot of work, but I call that a win because I paid $150 for the whole Lord of the Rings lot, and this is almost all of it right here.
What inspired you? Money!
In another yard sale pickup video, I featured some Beanie Babies, and you know, I was hesitant to pick up the Beanie Babies. I wasn't sure if there was value or not, and I think there's a bunch of inflated nonsense with them, you know, the error tags and all that. I do have like 2 or 3 that I did try to, I am trying to see if the hoopla has anything to do with it. But if it doesn't, you know, more than likely I'm probably just gonna lower the price, but we'll see. But this one I sold as used, and I got $9.99 for it, and for the entire lot I only paid $22. So this is just one of them, and I have sold more than just this one. In another garage sale pickup video, you recall I got Monster High dolls. This one was Frankie Stein, and she sold for $20. And if you remember, I paid $25 for all 4 dolls. I thought that was very good. I was a little worried at the time because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get any money back on it, and I did. So Frankenstein pretty much pays for almost all of it. I do have to sell 1 more doll to be in the profit, but then I still have 2 more dolls to sell. So this is going to end up being a pretty good flip, and I'm definitely going to keep my eye out for more Monster High dolls. Alright, if you recall the free video where I got a stack of cases and whatnot from a yard sale, this is one of the ones that was in the stack, and it sold for $30.99. So Mega Man Star Force Leo is a pretty high-end game for the DS, and just the case and manual sold for $30.99. I think that was pretty good. I think it's kind of crazy that cases and manuals can be worth that much. I mean, the NES and SNES and, you know, the cardboard box ones, I understand those because a lot of people threw those away, and, you know, the cardboard deteriorates. But stuff like this, I think it's a little crazy. But I get it. As a collector, I hate to have the little card and not the case and manual, so I understand why some of it can be valuable. But I have nothing into this. As you recall, I got this for free, so I sold it for $30.99. I call that a win. Alright, another Lord of the Rings sword here. This is the Legolas sword. These are the ones that I kind of wanted to keep. Decided to pass on it and sell them. So I got $109.99 full asking price. Once again, as soon as I listed this, I got messages and messages about pricing lower, pricing lower. I held out and I sold it for full asking price. I thought that was very cool. They are in very, very nice condition. I wish I showcased them better in the video, but yeah, they're very, very nice condition. And this already put me in the profit. So the last sword that you saw got me almost to paying the whole lot, and now this one got me to in the profit passed, and I don't owe anything anymore. So that was very, very good. All right, in the action figure bundle video I made a couple of weeks ago, I picked up a huge stack of action figures. I sold some of them. I'm already, I think with this one I'm about breaking even on it, and everything else will be profit when it sells, if it sells, right? But at least I'm broken even. So this Marvel Diamond Select Toy Spider-Man action figure, it was very cool. It's very posable, as you can see. And I love taking pictures of action figures, especially when they're loose, because you can do like, you know, cool poses or whatever. It's fun. So I sold this for $20. I think that was a very good flip, and definitely going to be looking for more action figures in the future. And now knowing, and now because of that, I know, you know, what to look for action figures, because I learned a lot for them. This one right here, as you can see, I sent an offer and they took it. This one was $67.49. That's what I sold it for. And I already got a feedback saying that it was a wonderful toy and they're glad that I packaged it well, etc. So I'm very happy that it worked for them and it ended up getting to them safely. So once again, Build-A-Bear Bowser is a bolo, for those that don't know. And I can't believe I only bought this for $1, which is insane.
Money, money, I go.
As I mentioned before, there was 2 car auctions I made for the Disney Pixar diecast. So this was the second one. This one went a little higher. There was definitely a little more figures, and there was more, you know, toys, etc. included in this bundle. So that's why I went a little higher. There was even a little trophy there. So this one went for $29. So $18.50 plus 29 is way more than 20, so I think that was a very good pickup. And I sold the Brett the Hitman Heart as well, the pop, so I'm in the profit in that pickup. So very, very happy, and I'll keep my eye out for cars like these in the future, just to do bundle lots like this, because it's very fun to see the auctions go up. This one had 9 bids. All right, so now we start on with my $900 day. So one of the things I sold was this Disney Tangled Pascal coin zipper purse, and you wouldn't believe it got $20.99. I think this is just a hard to find purse or something, coin purse, because I mean normally stuff like this is worth like a couple bucks, but I was very, very surprised to see this one sell for that much money. So keep an eye out, guys. Sometimes some Disney stuff can be collectible. And then of course you knew that it was going to include it probably. I did sell this Lord of the Rings Andril Sword of King Elsar sword, and it sold for $209.99 plus shipping, and this was a beast to pack. It was very, very hard to pack, and I'm very, very happy that the buyer got this, because I did have another order that I'm not showcasing here, but I did have another order. It was Gandalf's sword, and the tip kind of bent on it because UPS just recklessly threw it around. I did have insurance. I'm still trying to get my credit back. I'm happy this one got to there safely, because it is worth a lot of money. So very, very happy this sold, and $209.99 is definitely a lot of money, so I had to pack this one very safely. So I sold this Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3 Authentic. I actually have 2 more of these that I've gotten in garage sales. Definitely pick up if you see it out loose. Normally you can get it, if you can get it for a couple bucks, it's definitely worth a flip. So Super Mario Bros. 3 for GBA. So if you recall, you know, Schleek, these figures can be worth a lot of money. So this one was just the horse and the knight, sold for $16.19 plus shipping, which I think is a very good deal, because I think I only get paid like $1 for this. So very, very nice flip, and it was a twofer. So that one and this one sold as well. This one was on my eBay store for a while, and I think it's because it was an old picture. If you see the Super Smash Bros. Background, that's definitely like February, March of this year time. Now I do the black backgrounds, all professional. But yeah, this one only sold for $5.60. But if you recall, I only paid $1 for this, so very, very nice pickup regardless. In an old video where I bought a bunch of Funko Pops, and I found that 3DS XL Smash, I did end up picking a bunch of Star Wars figures. This is actually the last one. I sold all the other ones. This one ended up selling for $10.49. So very, very nice flip. That was probably one of the best pickups I had this year, at least early on. The Funko Pops are all pretty much gone. The 3DS is in my collection, and all the Star Wars toys sold. So everything's paid for, and I'm already in the profit on that. Alright, if you recall in a video, I picked up this Nintendo 3DS XL with a stack of games, and I was trying to get $249.99, but I did get messages. I did get low balls, you know, $150. I even got a $90. when you put best offer on, a lot of times people try to lowball, and I don't know why they even try. If they wouldn't take it, why would you? But anyways, I finally got a decent offer on it, and I decided to go for it. I settled for $220 plus shipping, and I am more than happy to send this off on its way. If you recall, I paid $220 for the whole lot, so this ends up putting me already paying for the whole lot almost, and I've already sold the other game, so I'm already in the profit. But if you recall, I did pay $220, so this one I should have tried to get it a little lower, but whatever. I mean, it's a sale, so I'm happy with it. I think the reason it sold so high is because it was very clean. If you can look, there's no scratches on the surface. So if you have a better condition console with clean cosmetics, definitely worth a premium. All right, and of course more swords, right? Because Lord of the Rings is expensive. So this one right here had Half Fang Sword Arwen. So this one sold for $119.99, and this one actually packed up with this one. So the buyer bought that one and this one. So I ended up packing them both together, and because of my experience with the other sword that got damaged, I now know how to pack them even better now. So I put a bunch of cushion on the points right here so that they can get, you know, a little more protection even if UPS throws them around like crazy. So hopefully my packaging ends up working out, because two swords is very, very scary to ship, because I mean there's so much value in there, and if something goes wrong you lose all that money. So you might be saying, yeah, that's a lot of money, but I did work for this because I think each of the swords ones takes like 20 to 30 minutes to pack, but I will do that because I want to guarantee that the swords get there safely to the customer. So very, very happy. And that pretty much completes that the $900 day on eBay. Very, very crazy. And that whole weekend, man, ended up being pretty good. I've dreamt of sales like this, and I can't believe it actually finally happened.
Money!
So very, very happy. I'm hoping that this will continue on, and I'm hoping I can find more higher end items just like this out in the wild in the future garage sale videos. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe for more videos, and follow my Instagram at GrimsyRaider. Thanks for watching, and we'll see what I find next. Thanks, guys.